Okay, so we're gonna talk about this because this is like the second time he's posting this. And I reposted it and I said again, this is poverty consciousness. It's because we don't live in a world where you must not have trade, skills, exchange, money, etc. Be even in the matrix, right? Um, to be free of responsibility, or excuse me, not be free. To be without responsibility does not mean you're free. Law 48th law of power says, despise the free lunch. Everywhere the homeless man goes, he must ask for the free lunch. You are truly free when you can have dominion of everything on the earth because you have the capabilities to do so. And you have the power to serve the greater society. You cannot make a greater impact on society from a homeless man's position. I've been homeless 4 times. I've been evicted more than 3. And I'm going to tell you there is no freedom in homelessness. There is no freedom in no resources. There is no freedom in not having lawyers, doctors, dentists, um, um, farmers, grocery stores to get food from, and the resources to have all that you need. You know what the true freedom is? A disciplined man who can attain resources, wealth, power, position, and favor from the most high God because of the man he's blessed to become. There is no freedom in poverty. Poverty is expensive as fuck. I'm gonna say that 3 times. Poverty is expensive as fuck. Poverty is expensive as fuck. Because if you get sick and you're homeless, how are you paying for your better health? If you're if you get into an accident, if you get into a fight and he cuts your face, how are you paying for the hospital bandages to band you up? How are you paying for the bill after you get out of the emergency room? How are you paying for your medicine if you get sick? How are you paying for the food that costs to eat? Because nowhere in the world can you get ahead being homeless. Let me say that one more time. Nowhere in the world can you get ahead being homeless. Because the homeless man is not free because he is absent of rules, regulations, disciplines, and policy of the real world. Because he doesn't have to go through the matrix, but he does. He's just at the worst butt end of the joke. Your biggest freedom is to be disciplined as fuck. Discipline in your finances, discipline in your talk, discipline in your walk, discipline in your health, discipline in your mind. This is like saying the real freedom is in having poor health because you can eat whatever you want. There's no freedom in that. Why? Because it catches up after a while. And this gentleman, I love his post. I love what he's about. Very powerful man. But you can't talk. He's a Virgo as well. You can't talk great health and then dismiss poverty, because it's the equivalent where they say health is wealth, right? Um, you can't. I've learned money is the gateway, or the gate or is the gateway to everything you want in life. Money touches every aspect of life: spirituality, religion, health, happiness. who you sleep with, who your lover is, who your children, where your children are raised. Money governs every part of your life. So there's no freedom in poverty. Money dictates everything you do in life, from where you live to where you eat, to what you eat, to what you sleep, to where you dress, to everything. To everything. So there's no freedom in poverty. No freedom in poverty. All you are is a man who lacks responsibility. You may be free from tyranny for a moment, but another tyranny of the world comes upon you one way or another, when life starts lifing and you can't afford to get out of your situation because you don't have no money. As a person who is now employed with multiple streams of income, who was once homeless, trust me, there is no freedom in poverty.